Right friends, Learning Space welcomes all of you, and this is for the 11th week. Government of India recently shifted the responsibility of promoting digital transactions in the country from Niti Aayog to Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, and at the same time NPCI is the authority which integrates various types of digital transactions in the country. So, this thing please do not forget. Who became the new ambassador for Swachh Bharat mission? Shilpa Shetty became the new ambassador for Swachh Bharat mission, and she is the latest entrant in the list of the mission's ambassadors like Amitabh Bachchan, Salman Khan, so and so. And 43rd G7 summit in 2017 is going to be held in Italy near Sicily. Probably the place is Sicily in Italy. And what do you know about the G7 summit? G7 is the group of industrialized countries. Previously, it used to be G8, and subsequently around 2-3 years ago, Russia annexed Crimea, and much against the international community, especially Western countries. Subsequently, Russia was taken out of G8 and the name was changed to G7. So, G7 constitutes 7 industrialized countries across the world. Then look at the next one. Name the public sector bank which won the National MSME Excellence Award. This is Corporation Bank. Look at the next one. Sandeep Jajodia became the new president of ASSOCHAM. Full form of ASSOCHAM. Please look into this. Associated Chambers of Commerce in India. And it is a non-governmental trade organization founded in 1920, and basically it acts as interface between industry on one side, government on the other side. It acts as interface, and Sandeep Jajodia is the new president. Recently, SWIFT. What is the full form of SWIFT? SWIFT is Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication. Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication. This is headquartered in La Hulpe, Belgium, and basically it is the mechanism for international messages among banks across various countries. SWIFT is for international messages. Similarly, at the domestic level in our country, SFMS is there, please do not forget. And because of the sanctions of United Nations against North Korea, now SWIFT said that it has stopped providing financial services to all the banks of North Korea because of United Nations sanctions. So, SWIFT, SFMS, difference, please do not forget. Look at the next one. Which of the following is the central infrastructure for various retail payment systems across the country? Answer here is NPCI, National Payments Corporation of India. So, it is behind several aspects to promote retail payment systems across the country. So, National Payments Corporation of India, it is behind RuPay card, and at the same time National Financial Switch, at the same time Bheem app. So, several aspects were designed by NPCI, and it is promoted by several banks. It is not under Reserve Bank of India, and Reserve Bank of India has got 3 wholly owned subsidiaries. Please do not forget. Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation, which gives insurance to the customers up to maximum value of rupees 1 lakh in case of collapse of the bank. Then National Housing Bank is the regulator of housing sector in our country. Then Bharatiya Reserve Bank Note Mudran Private Limited, which prints currency notes, and it is fully owned subsidiary of Reserve Bank of India. These things please do not forget. Canara Bank bagged ASSOCHAM Social Banking Excellence Awards 2016 under 3 categories. The 3 categories are agriculture banking, priority sector lending other than agriculture banking, and government schemes. Look at the next one. Indian Air Force will soon have its first batch of women fighter pilots in its combat force. So please recollect, a few months ago, Indian Air Force selected these 3 women. One is Mohana Singh, Avani Chaturvedi, Bhavana Kant. These 3 are under training now. Shortly, they will be inducted as first 3 women fighter pilots by the Indian Air Force. So please don't forget this. Then Hurun Global Rich List was released. Hurun is based in China, and here top 5 in India based on net worth is Mukesh Ambani, $26 billion, SP Hinduja and family, Dilip Shangvi of Sun Pharmaceuticals, they are with $14 billion each. And net worth, you may have a doubt what is meant by net worth. Net worth means assets minus liabilities is net worth of any person or company. And if you look at the world level, Bill Gates is number 1 once again with $81 billion, followed by Warren Buffett and Jeff Bezos of Amazon fame. Right. So Hurun is based in China, please don't forget. 2 more tiger reserves are going to be declared shortly in Uttarakhand. Please don't forget, as per the latest census of 2015, Karnataka has got the highest number of tigers. Karnataka has got the highest number of tigers. Then Uttarakhand stands second with 340 tigers, and the state has got at present 2 tiger reserves. These 2 tiger reserves, please look into this map. One is Rajaji Tiger Reserve, the second one is Corbett Tiger Reserve, and 2 more tiger reserves, Nanduar Tiger Reserve and Surai Tiger Reserve, they are going to be declared shortly. Right? Look into the next one. India's gold demand fell drastically. Normally, Indian gold demand is 850 to 900 tons per annum, and during the year 2016, it fell to just 600 tons. Not a good news for Indian women, but good news for the finance minister, because when the gold demand falls, then current account deficit will be reduced and India will have better position as far as balance of payments is concerned. So government's intention is to reduce gold imports. When gold imports are reduced, India's trade deficit will be reduced, because almost entire gold is imported, right? So in 2017, it is expected to be between 650 to 750 tons. Center is thinking of opening more border hats. You may have a doubt what is meant by border hat. Border hats are nothing but informal markets at the border, and India successfully launched these border hats at India-Myanmar border. And here one important aspect all of us should understand, that is, it is restricted to certain value items, and at the same time it is restricted to local produce in those areas, right? Look at the next one. Eminent Konkani writer Mahabaleshwar said he was honored with Saraswati Samman Award 2016 for his novel Hawthorne. So 2 awards, please don't forget. One is a Saraswati Samman Award, the other one is a Vyas Samman Award. So these 2 are awarded by K.K. Birla Foundation. This was established in 1991. Saraswati Samman carries rupees 15 lakhs. And what is the difference between Saraswati Samman and Vyas Samman? Saraswati Samman is awarded to the writers in any of the languages in the 8th schedule of the Constitution during the past 10 years. So, the writings in any of the 22 languages during the past 10 years will be awarded under Saraswati Samman award, whereas Hindi language writings are awarded under Vyas Samman award. Right. So, please don't forget this Konkani author Mahabaleshwar sale, and this is rupees 15 lakh. Look at the next one. Tipu Sultan's armory was moved at Srirangapatna railway station, and this is for the first time that railways has moved a monument in one place to a new site. Please look into this picture. This is Tipu Sultan's armory, and this was moved from one place to other place at Srirangapatna in Karnataka, as this place is required for railways expansion. Look into the next one. China inducted J-20 stealth fighters. You may have a doubt what is meant by stealth fighters. Stealth means it is very difficult to detect. With radars, it becomes very difficult to detect, and they are known as 5th generation fighter jets. So, China has reached the select club of people. This is China's J-20 stealth fighters. At the same time, look here, this is F-22 Raptor of United States of America. At the same time, this is Russia's PAK-FA, and all these are having stealth features. Look into the next one. Pakistan Parliament finally passed a landmark bill to regulate marriages of Hindus in the country. So, Pakistan, after a long time now, brought exclusive personal law to regulate marriages of Hindu religious people. And just like Nikhanama, Shadi Parat, that will be required to be signed by a Pandit and will be registered with the relevant government department. George A. Ola, Nobel Prize winner in chemistry, died at the age of 89. And what is the need for us to remember him? The need is because of his research. Now, the petroleum products are producing less pollutants. He is the person responsible for the study of unstable carbon molecules, and because of which more effective oil refining was evolved, and because of which now petroleum products are producing less pollutants. For his research, he got Nobel Prize in 1994 for chemistry. So, his study on unstable carbon molecules is known as carbocations. Election results, have a glance. This is Goa. Manohar is the Chief Minister, new Chief Minister of Goa. And at the same time here, Indian National Congress got 17, Bharatiya Janata Party has got 13. But with the support of some parties, Bharatiya Janata Party government was established. If you look at Manipur, here elections were held in 2 phases if I am not wrong. BJP Chief Minister N. Biren Singh was sworn in. Here BJP got 21 seats, Congress got 28 seats. BJP with the support of several other parties came to power in this northeastern state. And if you look at Punjab, Congress got absolute majority. Congress got 77 out of 117. And once again, Amarinder Singh became the Chief Minister of Punjab. And here, Aam Aadmi Party got 20 seats after Congress. Then if you look at Uttar Pradesh, this is a massive victory for Bharatiya Janata Party, 312 seats, and its allies got 13 seats. So, total 325 seats is massive victory for BJP and its allies in Uttar Pradesh. The Chief Minister is Yogi Adityanath. Here, the second leading party is Samajwadi Party with 47, and its ally Indian National Congress just 7 seats. If you look at Uttarakhand, it is decisive, or you can say massive victory for BJP. It is massive victory for BJP. Here BJP got 57 seats and Trivendra Singh Rawat became the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand, right? Then microcredit is quite often used and it normally refers to the loans granted up to rupees 1 lakh. Certain things please don't forget. If someone talks about microcredit, that is the size of the loan up to rupees 1 lakh, and if someone is talking about retail investments in initial public offer, when you are talking about capital markets, retail investors are normally the investors who invest up to rupees 2 lakh. So these things please don't forget. RBI has prohibited NBFCs from lending more than rupees 20,000 in cash against gold. Previous limit was rupees 1 lakh. Now gold loans by non-banking finance companies or NBFCs like Muthoot Finance, then Manappuram Finance, they must be in the form of check. If the amount is more than 20,000, so if the amount is more than 20,000, it should be either digitally transferred or by check, but cash transaction is prohibited. Look at the next one. Payam Dance was held, and this is the exclusive dance form specific to North Kerala, and here this celebrates people's connect with nature, right? So this is Payam Dance in North Kerala, and if you look at certain states, certain things please don't forget. I am not talking about dance forms, but the things which are into the news recently: Kambala, Karnataka, Jallikattu, Tamil Nadu, Batukamma, Telangana. So these things, when you look at South India, please don't forget. This is the picture pertaining to Payam Dance. Then the next one is China and Google are in talks for the internet giants' return to the Chinese mainland. In fact, Google search engine as well as other services including email are blocked in China, and this was around 7 years ago, around 7 to 8 years ago. Google was pulled out of China following a bitter spat with Beijing over the censorship rules, and now talks are going on to allow Google. South Africa is moving ahead with plans to allow a domestic trade and limited export of rhino horns, especially rhinoceros, and South Africa is predominantly housing this rhinoceros in Africa, and the basic point is it is not able to stop the poaching, and the cost per kg increased. Now it is $65,000 per kg. It is basically used for ornamental or traditional medicinal purposes, especially in Vietnam. So now South Africa is planning to allow a domestic trade and limited export of rhino horns, and international conservationists basically are alarmed by this announcement of South Africa. Look at the next issue. Bangladesh declared March 25 as a genocide day, and here Pakistan Army began Operation Searchlight on that day in 1971, when Pakistani Army swooped on the unarmed civilians on the night of March 25, 1971, basically to crush the Bengali rebellion following the refusal by the military leadership to accept the election results of 1970, in which Awami League got thumping majority. So March 25 will be celebrated as Genocide Day, and don't forget, subsequently in the liberation struggle with the help of India, Bangladesh came into existence, and that was on December 16, 1971. Right, look into the next one. ICICI Bank topped the list of banks that witnessed more number of frauds during April-December 2016. Here ICICI Bank is with 455 numbers of frauds, followed by State Bank of India with 490 with 429, and these are the frauds which involve rupees 1 lakh and above, right. Look into the next one. China announced that there were 17.86 million births in 2016, around 8% increase from 2015. Why I put this question is, China, now that one child policy was ended around one and a half year ago. So after ending this one child policy, now the birth rates increased in China. So if someone talks about one child policy which was ended almost one and a half year ago, this is China. At the same time, one China policy that pertains to China and Taiwan. These things don't forget. HCL Technologies announced that it will consider a share buyback when the companies are flooded with a huge amount of cash. They can expand, but when the situation, when the environment is not conducive for expansion, then there are two options for the companies. One is to go for dividends, to declare huge dividends, but there are some tax issues on that. And the second option is share buyback. So with the share buyback, some of the shares outstanding will be purchased by the company. When the outstanding shares, some of them are purchased by the company, the expectation is in future share values will increase. So it usually increases per share measures of profitability like earnings per share. So generally it is expected that share price will rise over a period of time, right. CPI based inflation raised to 3.65% in February from January's 3.2%, and wholesale price index based inflation accelerated sharply to 39-month high of 6.55%. So basically the increase in prices is due to increase in food and fuel prices. Please don't forget. Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, or you can say Central Statistics Office, releases Consumer Price Index, and Office of the Economic Advisor under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry releases Wholesale Price Index. Look into the next one. Restrictions on cash withdrawals. After demonetization, cash withdrawal restrictions were imposed from 9th November and they were lifted on 13th March. Look at the next one. The country where the Constitutional Court ratified the impeachment of President is South Korea. The impeached South Korean President was into problems because of her associate Choi Soon-sil. Look into the next one. Iram Sharmila, she faced ignominious defeat in the elections and she fought 16 years for the repeal of Armed Forces Special Powers Act, and she started a political party, People's Resurgence and Justice Alliance, and she was known as Iron Lady and got international recognition, but unfortunately she got just 90 votes. Look into the next one. IISc Bangalore ranked 8th in the Times Higher Education rankings of small universities. There are some regulations which can be classified as small universities. If I am not wrong, the student strength must be less than 5,000. So the ranking of such universities was given by the Times, and here IISc Bangalore ranked 8th. Look into the next one. Shank Manohar resigned as chairman of International Cricket Council, and it brings an end to long innings in cricket administration. He stated that his purely personal decision. Look into the next one. Pakistan is planning to declare the strategic Gilgit-Baltistan region as the 5th province. Please don't forget, the $46 billion China-Pakistan economic corridor passes through this Gilgit-Baltistan region because of pressure from China. Now Pakistan is declaring it as 5th province. And please don't forget, these are the areas: Pak occupied Kashmir, Gilgit Baltistan, these are occupied by Pakistan. Look into the next one. SBI, the country's largest lender, will raise rupees 15,000 crore equity capital through a follow-on public offer, qualified institutional placement, so and so. So here, State Bank of India is raising rupees 15,000 crore equity capital. Here 5 words are there. You should have clear idea about these 5 words. One is follow on public offer. When any company is going for equity raising for the first time, it is initial public offer, and if the company is going for the second time, that is follow on public offer second time, or afterwards it is follow on public offer. Rights issue. What is the meaning of rights issue? Giving shares to the existing shareholders is rights issue. Then qualified institutional placement. Here, giving shares to the qualified institutional investors. Qualified institutional investors are normally the insurance firms, pension funds which are registered with the SEBI. Directly shares can be sold to them. Fourth one is ADR. ADR means American Depository Receipts. So, against the share here, American Depository Receipts can be raised in America, and at the same time at the global level, global depository receipts. That means the back end, the share will be here, and the shares in other countries will be sold as global depository receipts, and if it is America, it is American depository receipts. So regarding this, we will discuss sometime later in detail. So anyhow, State Bank of India is raising rupees 15,000 crores. Right friends, we discussed in detail, and let us conclude here, facts and figures. Please do join for why and how. Have a nice day. Thank you.